January 17, 395. In the city of Milan, Emperor Theodosius the Great is on his deathbed. He is the last man who will ever rule over a unified Roman Empire from the shores of Britain to the deserts of Syria. For decades, the empire had been simply too massive, too sprawling for any single emperor to manage effectively. Previous rulers had tried dividing it for administrative purposes, but these were always meant to be temporary fixes. Today, that changes forever. Upon Theodosius's death, the empire is officially split between his two sons. The elder son, Arcadius, takes the east, ruling from the magnificent city of Constantinople. The younger son, Honorius, takes the west, with his court in Italy. Both are young men, barely out of their teens. Both lack the experience, the political skill, and the raw authority that their father commanded. Suddenly, what was one empire is now two separate courts, two administrations, and two competing centers of power. This division seemed practical, even necessary, but it set in motion a chain of events with devastating consequences. The Eastern Roman Empire was the wealthier half. It was more urbanized, had a larger population, and its capital, Constantinople, was a nearly impenetrable fortress. It was built to last. The Western Roman Empire, on the other hand, was poorer, more rural, and had vast open frontiers that were incredibly difficult to defend against barbarian invasions. With the benefit of hindsight, we know what happens next. The gap between East and West would only grow wider over the coming decades. The East would flourish, evolving into the powerful Byzantine Empire and surviving for another 1,000 years. The West, plagued by internal strife and relentless external pressure, would crumble and completely fragment in less than a century. But on that cold day in January 395, none of this was a foregone conclusion. The idea of Rome was still a powerful unifying force. Roman law still governed daily life across the entire territory, and the people still considered themselves Romans. Yet, the seeds of separation had been sown. With authority now split, powerful generals started competing for influence, court intrigues deepened, and the ability to respond to a crisis as a single, unified state was gone. This moment wasn't the end of Rome through some epic battle or a massive rebellion. It was a quiet administrative act, an inheritance. Theodosius was buried with all the honors of a great emperor who had championed Christian orthodoxy and maintained order. But his final act, his last will and testament, was the very thing that broke the Roman world in two. January 17, 395. One empire, two rulers, and a future that would unfold along two very different paths. Thanks for watching. If you found this moment in history as fascinating as I do, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the past.